You'll see her, you'll hear her next Thursday on Pascetty Presents on Clubhouse. Please give it up for the Bonnie to my Clyde, Ashley Michelle Fowler.
So this bitch just played the Laugh Factory on Thursday night, so naturally I'm in the basement of some fucking sketchy-ass club in you know, it's true, I just got back from LA. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all! Anyone have a Valentine tonight? Yay, I do, and I'm assuming the rest of you have suicide pacts with your cats. Thanks for spending your last hour with us here. Oh my God. Apropos of nothing, I just want to put it out there, I love the Jews. Especially any of you who are agents in the room, I'm not yet represented. To life, L'chaim. Yay, Jews! So I recently got the booster. Anyone else? Any non-anti-vaxxers up in the stairs? Yeah, cool, okay, some of you. The rest of you are going to die tonight. We've got suicide packs and COVID. Cool. Yeah, well, so anyways, regardless of the politics around it, what I'm noticing about every vaccination is that the symptoms vary so much, right? It used to be you'd get the flu shot, everyone's arm was sore for a couple of days, we moved on. Now, people report all kinds of symptoms for variable amounts of time. So you'll have one person be like, oh yeah, I got my shot, but I was on my Peloton an hour later, it was all good. And someone else is like, oh my God, the 5-week fever! And it just got me thinking, like, if we actually don't know what the symptoms are or how long they last, what if we use each vaccination to get out of whatever the hell we didn't want to do? So, you know, like tonight's Valentine's Day. I was gonna make you dinner tonight, but then I got back. I was gonna go down on you, but then I got back. Sure, I was gonna eat your ass, but I got back. Yeah, I got bags because I got bags. I'm triple bags. Listen, like I said, I am here with my sweetheart. I'm really excited, and that's especially awesome. I just turned 36, and I just found that it's really difficult dating in your 30s, and it is only made more so when you look like you're 16. I regularly get carded at pharmacies, bars, movie theaters. Yeah, that's right. I can't see an R-rated movie without my mom there to give me permission. So the thing is, like, it would creep me out anytime a guy would approach me, right? Like, he'd be like, hey girl, and I'd be like, creep, pervert, stranger, danger! So I'm really hoping this works out because I can't go back out there in that market. Yeah, and before I found my sweet man over there, I had been in a relationship, and why I thought it was going to last is beyond me, in that, you know, we shared our first kiss on this very romantic night in October. It was a moonlit sky, you know, it was just like the right temperature, and we smooched in front of a place known as Murder Mart. Because, you know, nothing to seal the deal of true love like the threat of a drive-by shooting. And because I am unendingly awkward, when that relationship ended a few years ago and I was back on the market, I saw an ad in the local newspaper for a singles event at a local church. Now, as a good Christian girl, I thought, okay, like, I'm single, Christian, it's right down the road, why not? So, you know, it was a potluck and game night, and I go home, I roast my broccoli, you know, the potluck contribution of singles everywhere, and get to the church, and I look around, and, well, everybody looks like this couple over here. But, you know, I'm always very fashionably early, because that's who I am. So in my mind, I thought, well, look, it's a church, of course, multi-generational, and only the nerds get to an event on time. So I sit down, and I'm talking to on. Really getting confused at this point. So as I'm talking to this one woman, I come to find out that this was the first night that they were combining the Singles Again ministry with the recovery ministry. That's right, I found myself in a church full of divorcees, widowers, and addicts. Right. The awkward didn't end. Because I don't know how to leave. I stayed for the event, but what was I going to do? You know, I spent so much time obsessing over how I was going to dress for this church event, you know, because anyone who's been involved in a religious community, you know, there's like that, like, whole balance between sexy and demure, you know, like I call it the slutty pilgrim. Like, yeah, I was wearing my leggings, but not these riding boots, you know, like, I wore flats. There was a little top of the foot action. Yeah, I'm like one of those tunics where sometimes the sleeve comes down and you see a little shoulder. So, you know, I had to stay. After consuming about 5 different versions of seasonless goulash and being invited to play a game of volleyball with the 60-somethings, I decided I was going to play cards, because here's the deal. Like, if I was playing volleyball with them, it would have ended in 2 ways. Neither would have been desirable. Either I would have dominated in a way that was offensive and you know, just left there saying, like, yeah, I kicked all these old people's asses. Or, more likely, was that they were going to kick mine. I just saw myself as like one of the kids in the Billy Madison schoolyard. You know, Billy Madison just comes up to me like, "You're in trouble now!" So I get invited by 80-year-old Carl to learn a new card game, and of course I do, and we are betting for nickels and dimes.
Hey!
Mm-hmm. About 8:30, I look at the clock and I'm like, damn, it's 8:30. These people aren't even close to done. So I made an excuse that my bedtime was approaching. I left there with $1.10 in earnings and my dignity behind me. Yeah. Whatever I can do to make this work, I need it. You know, I love that we're in the Village. This is one of my favorite places in the city. And like my love for the Jews, I also love the gays. Any gays in the house? Yeah. We got some gays, gay adjacents. We love it. Yeah. What I don't love are gay racists. Yeah, and we see some of those, you know, because like there are these like pretty white boys who like don't understand that, like, you know, your gayness doesn't cancel out like all of the ignorance you hold, right? So they're like getting together and bedazzling their robes. You know, these are the guys that on their way to the gay KK rally, they're comparing the whites of the robes, like, that's more off-white. I don't know. Alabaster? Mine's porcelain. Whatever, the whiter the better. White power, bitches! They're all like, is that an AR-15 under your robe? You just happen to see me. And sure, they're burning crosses, but that's just because they know white Jesus doesn't love the gays anyways. Yeah. Speaking of the gays, as I often do as a cishet woman, I have a friend who was telling me recently that sometimes on Tinder, or Grindr rather, gay men will put in their bio, the smaller the penis, the better. Yeah. Agreed, sis. I'm with you, and I'm not here to judge because, you know, there's a penis for everybody. I like bigger the better over here, but whatever, smaller better. It just had me thinking, if there's a market for micro-peens, is there maybe then also an untapped market for micro-dildos? And if so, you know, like maybe we don't even need to like invent something new. Like maybe we just repurpose everyday household item, like let's say the Q-tip, the micro-dildos of the future. If I hadn't made it painfully clear, I really love men, I do. And I knew this from a young age. You know, they ask you, like, when did you know you were straight? Like, immediately. Like, my first crush was this laid-back guy who ate a lot of pizza but was really into martial arts. And sure, he was a green cartoon turtle, but don't tell me you didn't want Michelangelo to cowabunga all over you. You know, and then I was 3 years old, and I I was convinced I was going to marry Ted Danson. Yeah, that 1-2 punch of Cheers and 3 Men and a Baby. I just wanted to go anywhere Sam Malone knew my name. But the one who can really get it, you know, the guy who's always had my heart, Dick Van Dyke. Yeah. And by that A, I can tell you've seen the videos of him dancing. You've seen the way he moves his hips. That's right. Yeah. Dick can get it at 180 or however old he is. Mary, let's get things poppin'. Chitty chitty bang bang me right now. Dick Van Dyke, diagnosis murder. My vagina. Murdered my vagina, Dick. Oh God, okay. I'll leave you with this non sequitur. So some of you may have heard that Dr. Oz is running for the United States Senate. Yeah. If anyone's not familiar with Dr. Oz, he's a TV talk show. He is convinced that coffee and raspberries are the secret to weight loss. However, I do a cup a day and I have my pair of raspberry Pop-Tarts and somehow I keep gaining. Explain that to me, sir. And when Dr. Oz was asked why he was running for U.S. Senate, he said, to fix us and help heal our problems. Sir, this is not a platform with which to solve worldwide pandemic. This is what you say to your spouse to convince them to go to marriage counseling with you. But the thing is, I actually don't even blame Dr. Oz for his insanity or the fact that we're familiar with it. You know who I blame? Oprah. Yeah, I just got the people of color listening again, like, what, this bitch coming for you? Oprah. Here's the thing, hear me out, okay? We've got Dr. Oz, fake medicine, Dr. Phil, fake therapy, Bad Baby, fake blackness. And we wouldn't know who any of these psychos were if it wasn't for Harpo Productions. Oprah's out here like, you gotta